caption comes down the screen, but the lanes go up the screen. So Great Britain have France next to them in 4, Germany in 5, and the United States in 6. But now look for Stephen Redgrave and Matthew Pinsent in lane 3 as the final of the men's coxless pairs gets underway. Redgrave and Pinsent will look to control this race with experience and power.
It's a look for the opposition coming from the Slovenians in lane 1, see if they can keep on terms with Stephen and Matthew, and also look for the Germans in lane 5, who have been the most likely opposition earlier in the season. They actually beat them at a regatta earlier on in the season in Essen, but here they've just been brushed away. It's quite clear that if Redgrave and Pinsent's pace is to be matched, they've got to be kept and tracked down by the crew from at least Slovenia and probably the Germans as well. They haven't got a chance unless they can keep up with them.
The Americans, Peter Sharris and John Pescator, they're out in lane 6 on the far side. Germany, Holzenbein and von Ettingshausen have set a good pace. Redgrave and Pinsent are well in touch.
That's the German pair.
Two youngsters who've come to the fore this season. They were record breakers on the Route at Lucerne about 6 weeks ago. They get the first split times at 500 meters. An official check on the order because it's not always easy to read, but up on the scoreboard comes exactly what we wanted to see. Great Britain first, 1 minute 32.64. That's a controlled pace. It's identical to Redgrave and Pinsent's pace in winning their semi-final. Germany a second behind, Slovenia in 3rd, the United States in 4th, and there's already a length gap back there. Belgium 5th, France 6th. Where it matters, the race is between Britain, Germany and Slovenia.
There's the French pair, good solid performers, but not really in the hunt, at least for anything serious like a gold medal. And it's been a first-class start by Stephen and Matthew. They've done exactly what they want. Now they're able to sit and watch the field. Only the Germans have stayed anywhere near them. From the Slovenians' point of view, probably a bit of a disaster. They needed to be up with them if they were going to get on terms with them at all. But Stephen and Matthew well out in front.
The Germans were more than a length behind Redgrave and Pinsent in the semi-final. And here they are.
Let's just look at their power. They've, I think, greatly improved around the finish of the stroke this year. They've got tremendous togetherness, and I think they work very well as a combination, but both psychologically and also physically. Tremendous confidence and calmness about them.
Redgrave and Pinsent have a clear water advantage as they come to halfway in the final of the men's coxless pairs. They now lead by 2.3 seconds. That's over a length from Germany. Belgium in 3rd. The French, who have been fast over the last 500 meters in their semi-final, are back in 4th, and they are nearly 3 lengths behind the Britons. USA in 5th, Slovenia in 6th, and fingers crossed, it's looking good.
It's the Belgian pair, who too worked quite well early in the season. Stephen Redgrave was really not very well at all in the early part of the season. He had a stomach bug which took a great deal of tracking down, but track it down they did, and he's now back to full health, and I think they're going to pulverise this field. This event is one of perhaps only 2 in the Olympic programme where the winners are, or should be, clearly predictable, and they're rowing so well. They're right out on top of this field.
Britain lead the all-time Olympic medal table in this event. 4 golds, 1908, 1932, 1948, and then 4 years ago, plus 2 silvers and a bronze.
That's the Slovenians, who seem to have dropped right out of it. Perhaps they were just too disillusioned. They couldn't get on terms. They're much smaller men, much smaller than Stephen and Matthew, who are both near, well, Stephen is 100 kilograms, Matthew just under.
There's been an impressive confidence and certainty about this pair all throughout this week. Relaxed, very good-humoured in each other's company, and with an air of expectation that stopped short of arrogance, but was most impressive to see.
So they have about a length and a half, and I think we might see them try and open that up now. They've started to squeeze the rate. They've obviously got an awful lot more to give. They've been going down the body of the course at around 34, 35 strokes a minute, and they can do a lot more than that if need be.
I think part of the psychology of this event so far has been the way that they have dominated their heat and their semi-final, and yet have always given the impression of having had something in hand. They've said to the rest of the field, okay, we've beaten you like that. If you want to go any faster, just try us. 250 metres to go. The blue and white boat of Great Britain with Stephen Redgrave in the bow and Matthew Pinsent at stroke. The pair from Leander, coached by the former East German coach Jürgen Gröbler, coming home to give Stephen Redgrave his third Olympic title. They have now 100 metres to go. Redgrave and Pinsent, Olympic champions beyond all question, in style, in manner, in behaviour, and in time, pushing home now with clear water. They've got 3 lengths to spare. There are the British Olympic champions. Matthew Pinsent gets his first Olympic title, Stephen Redgrave his third, Germany a second, Slovenia our third, and there is history made again.
Well, it never looked like being a different result.
Matthew Pinsent justifying the year that he took off from Oxford to seek his Olympic title, returns in October as president of the Oxford University Boat Club, seeking a third success in the boat race. But that's all in the future. For now, they have medals and honours to celebrate. Great Britain, Olympic champions 1992, Stephen Redgrave and Matthew Pinsent.
Stephen Redgrave.
Winners of the men's coxless pairs, a series of processions, hardly ever a real race. How much more could they have produced had they been pushed? Reverberate around the British team. The young Germans celebrate their silver medals, Peter Holzenbein and Colin von Ettingshausen, a student and a soldier. They'll be back in years to come for sure.
Peter Holzenbein. Colin von Ettingshausen.
Firm and sympathetic applause from the spectators. Great Britain's record now in coxless pairs in the Olympic Games: 5 gold, 2 silver and a bronze. Redgrave and Pinsent will look back and say, on probably as fair a course as you could wish to find, they were the best in the world.